every customer. I mean, we've enabled teams for very small customers with as small as 10 employees, and then we have customers who have hundreds of employees across the country and outside. So Teams is absolutely in the fabric which can enable collaboration and improve productivity. All right, now let me go to the next pillar of Microsoft 365 for business. This is a very powerful feature called OneDrive for Business. Now, OneDrive for Business is largely your hard drive on the cloud. So to explain it very simply, I mean, you continue working on your PC as usual. There's nothing new to learn. Just move all your data into OneDrive for Business folder. All right, and by default, you can save your Office files and all other data that you have under OneDrive for Business folders. And then, this just syncs to your cloud 1 TB storage. And then you can access this data on the go from Android, tablets, or home PCs or Mac OS PCs. I'm going to show Teams and OneDrive live after I finish talking. And I'm now going to play a very short video explaining some of the features of OneDrive for Business and how easy it is to work. And in fact, even share your data with others. So here's the video coming.
Now that business is conducted in coffee shops and across time zones, it helps to have all your important files whenever you need them. That's where OneDrive, the intelligent files app for Microsoft 365, comes in. With OneDrive, everything is backed up, secured, and protected. View and access all files from any device on desktop, web, and mobile apps. Share and work together with anyone, whether you're on the go or in the office. Collaborate with people inside and outside your organization using real-time co-authoring and other helpful features like @mentions and comments. Plus, intelligent search and discovery helps you find things fast and even offers personalized recommendations. With OneDrive and Microsoft 365, you can be more flexible, more collaborative, and more productive, empowering you to achieve wherever work takes you.
Right, so that was OneDrive for Business. I'm actually going to show you a live demo of OneDrive for Business, and I'm going to show you a demo where I share files with outsiders. So fantastic product, very easy to use. In fact, there's hardly anything to learn. And we have deployed OneDrive across hundreds of users in the last few years, and it's really made a big difference to personal productivity across our customers. All right, now let me move on to Microsoft security, a very important topic for our customers. This helps you understand the kind of tight security that is embedded or integrated into Microsoft 365 for Business. Yeah, here it is. All right, so today it's very common that employees are accessing work across multiple devices, and they're working on the go. All right, so this is a common scenario, all right? But I mean, when you look at it from a central overview as an IT admin or as management, you need to understand that you absolutely have full control over your devices. I mean, you can control the devices on which your users can access your company data. You can control access to data using certain predefined rules, and you can in fact even secure your devices. And there is a lot of defense mechanism built into Microsoft 365 for Business to ensure that ransomware, malware does not enter into your systems. Again, I'm going to show this a bit later. Yeah. So it's very common that a lot of us get spam, which can include malware, ransomware. So kind of with hundreds of users across locations, across companies, Users often click on these mails, or they're not sure what to do. All right, with M365, understand that there is a sandbox analysis feature where you can open email attachment in a sandbox. So that kind of does not allow these files to get into your systems. And so you are protected at the source itself. Often a lot of spam, malware, ransomware is blocked at the M365 servers itself because there are algorithms which can recognize, these kind of threats before it comes down to your devices. And M365 works hand in glove with Windows 10 devices. All right, and yes, you also can enable multi-factor authentication to ensure that it's the right user who is accessing your data. All right, so this is again another scenario where if you or any of your users have kind of emailed sensitive information to the wrong person, you can absolutely control, what kind of information can go out of your organization. You can block certain information like credit card numbers, bank account numbers, and so on. And in fact, you can prevent users from copying, forwarding, or printing certain documents. And yes, there is cloud archiving also enabled, which means that everything that user does is also kind of archived on the cloud. So in short, there is a lot of data leakage protection and information rights systems based security that is built into this product. All right, again, I want to touch upon this feature where if a device is misplaced or left somewhere and you kind of are worried about your data, uh, I need to bring this point to you again. You can wipe data from, let's say, a phone or a tablet or a PC remotely. And you can enforce these security policies on Android or iOS devices as well. So in short, the bottom line is your company data is kind of kept to the right authorized users using various protocols. I have a lovely video that follows and kind of completely gives you an overview of the kind of security that's built into this. Right, so I'm going to play a short video now about Microsoft security that kind of gives you overview of the kind of security features built in. Yeah, here I'm playing the video.
Microsoft 365 Business helps you protect your company from online threats and unauthorized access, as well as protect and manage data on your phones, tablets, and computers. Help prevent online criminals from getting access to data, resources, and passwords with Office 365 Advanced Threat Protection, or ATP. Scan for malicious links and malware in emails and Office docs by using ATP Safe Links and ATP Safe Attachments. Microsoft provides basic anti-phishing protection for everyone, but Office 365 ATP uses advanced learning and intelligence to automatically shut down new threats, such as criminals that try to obtain your personal information via deceptive emails. Use multi-factor authentication to make your sign-in more secure. For example, you can use an app on your phone to make sure the you signing in is actually you. Protect your Windows 10 devices and files from malware and ransomware by using Windows Defender, recently ranked best-in-class antivirus software. Use data loss prevention, or DLP, to keep sensitive information, such as Social Security or credit card numbers, from being shared inappropriately in files or emails. Communicate more securely with your customers by using Office 365 message encryption. This makes sure that only the intended recipients can read the emails you send, and they can't be forwarded to recipients you didn't choose. Use Exchange Online archiving to retain your employees' emails in case they leave or if they're needed for legal purposes. Use conditional access to restrict how and when employees can access business files and apps. For your users' personal phones and devices, you can require a passcode, restrict moving company email, files, and data to personal apps and storage, and remove company data from Office apps. For company devices, you can fully manage them, enforce BitLocker encryption, automatically install updates, reset the devices to their factory settings if given to a new user, or wipe data if lost or stolen. In addition to Windows 10 devices, you can also manage macOS, iOS, and Android devices.
All right, so that was a lovely overview of Microsoft 365 security. And I want to summarize, kind of all the features of Microsoft 365 Business. So first thing first, 24 by 7 access to your own data, which you normally store on your laptop, on your mobiles or other PCs. So phenomenal increase in personal productivity. And then you also have 24 by 7 access to your company's data on Microsoft Teams. And, that kind of makes you, um, very, very productive wherever you are. And lastly, with Teams, it's all about meetings, working together, collaborating across your organization, be it different geographies or, within the same city. So kind of you imagine these kind of features delivered to your employees and you can completely transform your organization overnight into what we call a modern workplace. All right, so now let me touch upon some of the plans that are available with Microsoft 365 Business. All right, so there are three plans that I want to highlight. The first is Microsoft 365 basic plan, where you have Exchange, that is a 50 GB mailbox. You have the complete Microsoft Teams and OneDrive, along with SharePoint and a few other products built in. You have web access to Word, Excel, PowerPoint, I mean the entire MS Office suite on browser. And then the next plan is the standard plan, where you have all the features of basic, plus each user can install MS Office on his PC and totally up to 5 devices that he owns. So you could have Word, Excel, PowerPoint installed across all your devices that you use. This is the standard plan. And then you have the premium plan, where you have all the features of standard, plus you have a lot of security features built in, where you have Defender, you have ATP, you have management control built in, and you have a 100 GB mailbox as well. So Microsoft 365 Premium has got best in class features for everybody. Here I've summarized all the plans and I've also put kind of price points for you to understand what falls where. In India, the Microsoft 365 Basic goes at just 1,500 rupees a year. And then you have Standard and Premium, where you have MS Office and few other features integrated. After the workshop, you can write to us and we in fact will send you these details on mail as well. All right, so call to action for everybody on the workshop. Very importantly, adopt Microsoft 365 Business. You can actually choose plans across your users. You can choose different plans. Now deploy Microsoft Teams as your company's hub for teamwork. So your entire company is kind of connected and working through Microsoft Teams. Enable OneDrive across all your users to ensure that your users are using OneDrive on their systems, and then they're carrying it across their mobile and other devices. And lastly, do implement Microsoft security to ensure that the right people have access to your company data. So all in all, you do this, just takes a few days for us to complete your migration and deployment and truly turn into a modern workplace within a few days. All right, so questions in your mind that probably cost. I mean, total cost. How long does it take, and who's going to do all this? So I want to reiterate that with Microsoft 365, there are no real upfront capital cost. You actually pay for the plan on a yearly basis. There are monthly plans, pay as you go available as well, but that costs slightly more. So no real capital cost. And then the lead time to change could be very little or a few days. Just, I mean, we need to understand the kind of data you have that we need to migrate. And so the lead time to change is hardly anything. And security, again, I want to emphasize that M365, I mean, embeds best in class security. And lastly, we at Express, we've already enabled tens of customers and hundreds of users on Microsoft 365 for business. So you have experts waiting to guide you in migrating and supporting you across, the coming year. So yeah, I want to just highlight what do we do for customers along with the product. So we at Express have got a lot of experience and expertise in deploying Microsoft Teams. So we'll help you set up your teams and channels, demonstrate how to kind of organize your teams, integrate teams into your Windows itself, and then kind of help you set up your devices for Microsoft Teams, and then guide your users remotely or online in case of any issues in the coming period. So kind of all in all, completely lead you into using Microsoft Teams effectively. And we have helped hundreds of users adopt OneDrive. So this kind of completely changes the way users are working. Um, of course, they continue to work on their PCs as usual, and then we help them adopt OneDrive, and then suddenly they have access to their own PC data across their devices. So again, we've got experts on call to help you do this. And if your mails are currently hosted on any other platform, we'll help you migrate your mails, contacts, calendars from wherever they are to Microsoft 365 and then kind of integrate everything at one place. So all in all, we are Microsoft 365 experts. We've got a whole team to help you kind of migrate, deploy, and manage it across the coming period, and then kind of guide you to be kind of a modern workplace in the real sense. And in summary, I want to highlight that your entire organization, empowered with Microsoft 365 business is kind of a huge, cohesive force, and you are actually enabling productivity, teamwork, and efficiency across your organizations with this. So this kind of brings me to the end of my presentation. What I'm going to now do is I'm going to take you through a live demo of Microsoft Teams and OneDrive, and then kind of be open to questions. So friends, now I want to take you through the live demo of Microsoft Teams. So, okay, let me show you my Teams here. So what you see on your screen is the various teams that we made at Express. So let me show you a particular team called online marketing. So, this team is, kind of made to share companies, collaterals, logos, and, the various artworks and other things that we make. So, we are absolutely able to kind of churn out a lot of productivity, using Microsoft Teams. So this is, as you see, we got different teams here made in our office. Now I want to take you through the same teams integrated into Windows 10. All right, so the same online marketing team is here. So all the things that I showed you in the Teams app, I can also access it through my Windows 10 uh, basic file explorer. So this allows me to, kind of completely access all my Teams folders right from within Windows. And I can, of course, access the other teams as well. So all the, folders and files within specific teams that I'm part of, I can access it from my Windows itself. Now let me take you through OneDrive for Business. So this is my OneDrive where I'm able to kind of obviously work on these folders on my PC. And the same is also available to me on my other devices. I use a tablet, I use a phone, I have a different PC at home. So my entire data is synced across all my devices. Sharing is all about kind of right clicking on a particular file or folder and just click on share. That's about it. Yeah, so right click and then I can specifically enter a particular person's name, or I can simply put a link and put it on a mail and kind of give that access to just about anybody who has a link. Okay, I'm sorry, this is not coming up. All right, let me share this Excel sheet. All right, here, so this is a sharing screen. So here I can share this particular file, let's say with my colleague here, or I can I can copy the link and kind of put it wherever I want to share it with anybody and everybody who has a link. So this is my personal and private data on OneDrive that only I can access. I can give rights to certain people for certain files and folders that I think so. And I do not need to send these files on mail, specifically when these files are very large. It really helps me to kind of directly give access to somebody I want. So this is OneDrive for Business, and the bottom part is Teams. So what we're trying to tell you is that working with OneDrive and Teams does not really mean learning anything new. It's all there within Windows, and you will get going within no time. All right, so this was a live demo of Teams and OneDrive. I am done with the presentation for now. So if there are any queries, you can either ask us now, or you can send in a query on chat or mail to us. We will be glad to answer your queries. All right, so what I'll do is I will end my session here. Do get in touch with us with your queries, and we will definitely help you move to Microsoft 365. Thank you.